Good morning, it's Saturday, I'm in the yard. Today we're going to be stripping this, or both the headlamps down, and we're going to take the glass off, polish the insides, clean the lens. We're not polishing the lens, we're going to clean it. Never stripped one of these before, so it's going to be a learning curve for both of us, or all of us, depending on how many people watch this. They don't look foggy, they look pretty good, but I'm sure we can get them a little bit clearer by polishing them. So we're going to take it apart. Now, I've started at taking the clips off, and basically the whole headlamp is held in with these spring clips. Now, before I put the camera into the tripod, I'll show you how they come off. Just basically unclip the one end, take it out, unclip, take it out. Literally just push the ends down and it unclips it from the lamp, and just remove. And the last one. So now we should, in theory, have a lamp that comes out, but again we've got to take the adjusters out for them to release, because the screws go all the way through to the lens. So I'm going to remove them. I'll get the camera into the tripod and then we'll do the journey together. So I'll see you shortly. Right, we've got the, by undoing the clips. Now what I've done with the headlights, these are the adjuster screws that screwed into the bowl. Before I took it apart, I put some black paint at the bottom of the threads, so I know when I put them back, if I screw back up to there, they're pretty much how I've taken them out, and I've done the same on this one. So when I screw it up, I can tell that they're more or less back where they were. Now this cowl, you don't see when it's on the car, because it has a body coloured cover that goes over it, and it'll look like that when it's back on the car. So you don't see that part, but you have to remove this to adjust the headlights. So basically I've now got the glass off. Now although it don't look that dirty, I can see that there is dirt in the glass, and especially around this area looks a bit tainted. So, but before I polish it, I want to remove this rubber seal. Now, like everything else, because the temperatures have gone down, I'm going to warm the rubber up, just make it a bit supple before I remove it from the glass. I don't think that I mean it feels pretty flexible, but at the same time, for 2 minutes, it doesn't hurt to just warm it up. It doesn't hurt for the glass to be warm either while you're working on it, because glass does go brittle over time. Just checking, because it has bonded to the glass in some places, so we don't want it to split. Just check that it's flexible all the way around, and just lifting the edge. A few parts of it are a little bit, I wouldn't say they've glued themselves to it, but right, now that's flexible enough now, as you can see. That should be enough. Just lift it off. Now I'm pretty sure if I hadn't warmed it up, I'd now be crying in my soup. Because over the last 40 years it has happened a few times. So now I've got the glass clear, it's warm. I've got my Menzerner 2500. I've got a medium pad on an orbital. I've also got the rotary adapter if I need it, but I don't think I do. And basically just going to give it a good polish. I will be polishing the outside as well. Make sure you hold on to the glass while you're using these polishers. You don't want it flying across the workshop or your kitchen table if you're doing this at home. Just going to add a little bit more compound. Make sure that I get right away in. I hope you enjoy this sort of thing. It is quite satisfying for us. You know, as detailers, we like to get everything as nice as we can. And it's amazing how much nice clean lights make a difference to the look of the car. I mean, a lot of the modern cars, you can't take the lenses off them. You know, they're just throwaway items these days. Just go around the edge. Clean any debris off that might be sticking there. Right then, microfiber, spray it with some panel wipe. Let's clean the residue out and have a look what it looks like. Now I can see there's some black marks just there, so I might have to have another go. Get a clean microfiber just to remove any residue. There's still residue in these grooves. I know looking at a light from there you're just not going to be able to see too much, but if I was any better at filming I might be able to show you, but it's not my strong point, and I do say that quite regular, so You're probably used to it by now. Well, I'm pretty sure that them black marks must be on the outside of the glass, so we'll polish that next. So you have to smell, see which cloth I'd use then. Might be an idea to use a different colour cloth for your panel wiping. You can see these perforated section of the glass. Takes a little bit more cleaning to make sure the paste is out of it. Now I'm just checking in the lettering that's embossed to make sure I get the compound out of the lettering, because it'll look horrible if you can see it. Then I'll have to strip the lamp down again. So it's best to make sure it's clean now rather than later. Right, I'll be with you in a second. Right, well, got all the marks out of the inside of the glass. Everything looks nice and clean. Now we'll do the outside of the glass. Now somewhere there is some dirt, so a bit more compound on. Let's give this a wipe off. Just put a light behind it. And we can see if there's any paste still in there. But as you can see, and give it a good wipe down. Just check for any residue. Might just go over the outside once more, and then that should be good enough. Right, I'll just run over this again. I won't make you watch it all for another 2 minutes. Right, I've just gone over it again, and needs a bit more of a polish in places, but you can see it is now clear as a bell. So with that done, the next step is to clean the reflector. Now, like I've said before, you don't want to be polishing the reflector, but what you can do is just lightly get some, I'm using panel wipe, and just wipe out the reflector. Don't rub too hard because the microfiber will leave marks in it if you're not careful. And all we're doing really is removing any condensation residue, and to be fair, it's removed quite a bit. So as gently as you can. Not leaving any fingerprints or anything in it. And that's like brand new. So now it's just going to be a reverse of taking it apart and put it back together. So I'm going to put the rubber back on and get the glass in, and then we'll set about putting the clips back in. So there we have it. We've got a clean glass, clean reflector. I'm going to clean the rubbers up before I put them back on. Make sure it's nice and clean. And that's it. So I've got the other one to do. I don't think I'll be doing it today, but there you go. Right, I'll see you on the next one.